What's going on, gamers? Guys, we got a fanboy here to, expose an Xbot who you would hope, like, when you see post, like, Take-Two's February 2026 investors presentation presenting something for consoles, that people would be able to have intelligent deduction skills if they want to present something to somebody, not startup fantasies like this bot here, along with Mr. Ecstasis over here, who's the original source for it. We have a lot to talk about here because I'm going to put them in their place and show you how they're kind of like delusional. Not kind of, but full blown. Yeah. This guy says, according to Take-Two, a total of 138 million Gen 9 consoles. Somehow Nintendo Switch 2 is not a Gen 9 console. PS5, PS5 Pro, Xbox Series X, and S have been sold. How many millions will be PS5 and how many were Xboxes? This guy right here, first off, straight up is wrong. The Switch 2 needs to be added into there. And I went to do some deduction skills myself, and I did the maths like this actually makes sense. Now, remember when Sony did their fiscal results last quarter, they said PS5 was at like 84 million, whatever. And we know through the holiday they had strong sales. So they're probably close to about 90 million right now, right? So these dimwits somehow think, along with the bot over there, who I'm going to be exposing, to tag the whole Xbox crew and try to make people. I mean, it's just funny to me, guys, who they just don't have any common sense. And I know people are not going to respond because they're like, dude, we know that Xbox barely sold like 1 million or 1.5 million last year, and the year before that, maybe 2 to 3 million. And we know they're at like high 20 or maybe low 30 millions. I'm going to do the math for you here and prove that because this is good. This is going to be easy for me. And let's get this intelligent video up there so that people can actually see the honest results here. Rather than somebody running around painting a false narrative, though this source is actually not too bad if you know how to deduct it correctly, right? But when you do it like this guy does it, who's being a dimwit, along with the other guy, what you have is somebody fantasizing about fake Xbox sales when everybody that knows, that has common sense, that this is not possible. That something is missing here, and it's the Switch 2 cells, and I'm going to prove that. Okay, so from 138 million, right, where guys, all this is going to be shut down. They think, and it's pretty obvious, if you do the math with this holiday, Sony's at probably about 90 million consoles sold, right? So if you have that left over, let's say that 9 plus 5 is 14, right? You're almost adding 50 million console sales in total to Xbox. Meaning that's what you're saying it's at, or 48 million. That somehow Microsoft magically has sold 18 million, though NPDs would have showed that 18 million extra series consoles. I'm like, why are we playing this game? Why do we see this type of unintelligence and bankrupt deductioning behavior spread all over? Get to 40K views, get 313 likes, just even from this guy's post. It's not like this is a huge page, but it's like, why are we here? But we are. Why are people so dumb? I don't understand. Like, how do you not count Switches Gen 9 and not realize that they said Gen 9 consoles? They didn't say Switch 2 is not in there. You fantasize that up, and then it comes like this, and then it blows out, and then you got all these other things going. Now you have other people brainwashing other people. Now people are going to be attacking other people. Now other people are going to be making up stuff. Are we ready to do this, guys? All right. Let's do this. Let's do the math here. Let's say Sony's somewhere around 90 million, right? I'm going to help you guys out here. Because this guy says Xbox sells 48 to 50 million Xbox X and Series S is, oh my God. You see what he did, guys? He took that post, took the Grok thing, and this is what they're really believing. Thanks to an updated Take-Two investor presentation. Then he tags everybody here who supports Xbox a lot and basically puts them kind of like in that situation to say, hey, please come support this and believe this. Nobody came down and said much except Snap Blast because I don't think that they want to be presented that dumb. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if some fanboys did it, and we're going to have to see this because this is going to be funny. Guys, so PlayStation at 90 million. Nintendo just released their fiscal results, right? 17.3 million, almost 17.4. 90 plus 17, let's do the math here, right? Is 107 million, right? What if you add in the actual organic Xbox sales at 30 million? What do you have? 137 million. 31 million Xbox sales. 138 million. Ding, 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 ding. But reducing the Switch 2 to grab the Switch 2 17.3 and add it to Xbox as an imaginary fanboy that's fantasizing or somebody who doesn't know how to do anything correctly makes it seem like Xbox did that. And everybody and their mom knows, who's actually intelligent, like 90-some% of the gaming community that knows this, is that that's more than likely the case, and that Rockstar or Take-Two is not going to give you that investor presentation and give you false hope on an accident. They're like, no, you know what I mean? We're taking a look at this. It's probably about 138 million, right? So if you do that, take the PlayStation 90 million or 91 million maybe, right? Switch 17 million, 17.3. You're at 107, 108 million, add 30 million to Xbox, which is pretty much about where it's at, and you're at 138 million consoles. There we go, guys. That's actually how it actually works here. You know what I mean? Except, you know, we want to have stuff like this going around, right? And then go down. And then you get this going right here. It's like, you have to be kidding me, right? Do you really believe that this is the case, that somehow Microsoft pulled 18 plus million console sales out of their ass? He says the 50 million. Thanks to an up, he believes this. He's strong for this. It's like, why? Why do these type of people have to be represented the gaming industry on the internet, man? It's embarrassing. It's supposed to be an intelligent industry, and it is. But you have, you know, the zombie show that can sometimes happen, and it's like, why are we doing this? Oh man. And this guy says they are, let's go ahead. PlayStation 4 94 million, Xbox 27 million, Nintendo Switch 2 17 million. At least this guy is somewhat kind of getting the idea here. I don't know about adding that 94 million to PlayStation. You look like say they sold 10 million, you know what I mean? But let's say if Sony's at 91 or 92, you know what I mean? Then Xbox is at about 29 million, 30 million. Like, that makes more sense. We don't have to get the exact number, but we know that it is in that spectrum, and it's almost like you're almost connecting to the truth. Like this is like, it's like that. You guys get what I'm saying? Like, when you're thinking about it, that's where it's at. Now you're hitting closer to home. That other stuff is just delusional. Here comes boom. For context, based on provided numbers, PlayStation sold nearly 88 million consoles of the reported 138 million. Here comes boomstick. So Xbox Series consoles sold 50 million. Oh my God, no wonder why. Bro, Yep. We're doing it. Man. Guys, right? So, man, no, help me out. Lord, help me, man. Give me some patience here, man. Give me some patience here, man. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, man? No, man. How do you not just get the 17 million Switch 2 factor? How do you not get it, man? Because if you look, tomorrow Sony's fiscal results come out. You guys ready for the Xbox sales numbers? Once Sony gives their official numbers, add in Nintendo's numbers, and then all that's left is the real Xbox number. Boom! Game over. Then you're going to see the true results of this estimate and report. Because once Nintendo already gave their number, 17.3 million or 3.4, PlayStation's going to say 90-something million. Add those two together and say, there it is from that 138, if that's even the true number, right? And then you would get your picture. You guys see what I'm saying? That Sony's numbers are due tomorrow or tonight, late tonight at like maybe 12 to 2 o'clock in the morning. It's at Spanish time. We're not arguing anymore here because that's all that's left is whatever else is after that. I can't believe this is 67 people. Bro, we have such bots. Like, why, dude? You wonder why people are so easily brainwashed. So many sheep in this world, and how people make so much money. You know, people are so rich. Oh my God, it's because of this type of influence, bro. I can't, guys. 100 versus 38 and being a very... So somehow Sony has sold 16 million consoles in the last quarter. Oh man, dumber by the hour. I mean, to everybody coping about the Switch 2, Switch 2 is not considered next gen, and PlayStation never bragged about hitting 100 million, meaning Xbox sold more than you're willing to give credit for. More idiots, man. Oh my God, they're doing it again. Okay, so somehow Sony has sold 21 million in the last quarter. Guys, where do these mindsets come from in the gaming industry? What the hell, man? They're believing this, man. Oh my God. The only one I seen that knew what he was talking about is this guy right here. And if Rockstar came out and said, we're not including Switch 2, then I'm like, or Take-Two, I'm like, then what are you doing here? You see what I mean? You wouldn't think that they would do that, right? Because they said Gen 9 consoles. They didn't say PlayStation and Xbox sales. So somehow Nintendo Switch 2 is not Gen 9. But the generation before that, there was what PS4 and Xbox One was the Switch. So Switch 2 is Gen 10? What are we doing here? No, it's Gen 9. Unbelievable. So, I mean, here it is, y'all. We've seen it, and I have to say, it's time to put this in their place. So remember, Sony's 97 million plus Nintendo's 17-something million, and whatever's left over, that is what Xbox has. We got it down here. There's nothing else to argue about here. There's not even an argument. This is a correction of people who can't do math and somebody who does not understand what Generation 9 means by launching a device instead of looking at the specifications and thinking that they understand when really they're wrong from the get-go and they don't know what they're talking about. That's why I got to make these type of videos, because it's like, you don't want this bad influence going around in the gaming industry, and look how far it can stretch out, and then look how toxic things start to get. And then they really want to believe this. Stay gaming, y'all, and please be intelligent. Don't follow stuff like this. Follow AGN. Later.